Good morning, everybody. This is Robin. Today is day 6, and we are at Icy Point Straight. We were supposed to be at Skagway, but because of the weather, I guess there's a big storm and high winds, so the captain decided that it was not safe for us to go to Skagway, and so he moved the itinerary up a day, and we went to Icy Point Straight instead, which was going to be tomorrow, so now that's today. And because they dropped a day off the itinerary, we will end up with an additional day of sea days. So now I believe we're going to have 6 sea days. I'm fine with that. We love the sea days. It's easy. You don't have to pack to get on and off. You don't have to worry what the weather's going to be like. And it's easier on Mister. There's always a ton of activities planned, lots of trivia on this ship, but that's pretty normal. So we are in Icy Point Straight, and hang on, I'm gonna pick up the piece of paper. Of course, I set up the tripod on the piece of paper, so I had to move everything. Okay, Icy Point Straight, there is not much here. We were here in May, and I spent the day checking things out, and it was a beautiful sunny day. So I may cheat and throw in some pictures from that trip, so you've got a really good idea of what this little spot is like, because I'm not entirely sure we're going to go out there today. It's cold and it's rainy and it is foggy, so I'm not going to get the same beautiful pictures. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I may cheat and throw up the pictures from last time, because I had intended on posting those as videos, and it never happened because, as you know, we got sick and blah blah blah. So you may get some pictures from the May trip, but it's the same place and the same scenery. They do have some activities here. They have some excursions. There's a whale watching one, which most of the whales are gone, so I don't know about that. And there is some traditional Indian dancing and culture. There is a cooking thing, none of which is of enough interest to me to spend my excursion budget on, which is very limited on this trip. So it says Icy Straight Point is the northern part of the famous Inside Passage that runs through the Alexander Archipelago in southeast Alaska. Icy Strait separates Chigov Island to the south and the Alaska mainland to the north. It is 40 miles from the west side at Cross Sound, the entrance to the Gulf of Alaska, surrounded by towering rainforests and the abundant waters of Port Frederick and Icy Strait. Icy Straight Point is a destination that offers unparalleled access to adventure, wilderness, wildlife, and genuine Tlingit hospitality. That's the Indians up here. Venture into the famous saying, where the north wind doesn't blow. I don't know about that, but it's beautiful. It is remote. I'm going to show you a little bit that you can see right now. When I came here before, my memory is you go into this little area that is, it's a made-up place. It is created for the cruise ships to come in and see a little bit of original Indian culture. The Indian culture is very real. There used to be a cannery on here, a salmon cannery, which they have transformed to kind of a boardwalky area, and there's a restaurant and lots of gift shops. But there's a few pictures of what it used to be like as a cannery and some sets of what it was like as a cannery. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in my pictures and videos from before, because there's also some very beautiful ones of the water and starfish everywhere. There was hundreds of starfish. So I'm going to do that. That's my plan for this video. So you're going to get some video from today and some stuff from before. It's all the same place, so it counts, right? All right, let's do a quick look at what we're looking at this morning. Hold on. So this is the view from the Spinnaker observation deck. As you can see, people are starting to get off down there a little bit. It's funny because this is probably the place with the least things to do, and we're here for 12 hours. So you get off the ship and you can see that red, let's see if I can point, there's my finger, right there's where you get off, and then you walk over and you go along that whole long place. They usually have little carts when it's that long, but I'm not seeing the little carts out there. Another reason that I'm not going to get Mister out there. And then at the end where that brown building is right there is the beginning of I think that's a little restaurant actually, and that's the beginning of the area where you would go in and see what's going on in the area. Now what I do find interesting, and I might do today, okay, let's see, all along here, this little beach area, that's a walkway, and you can walk across the entire part of it. Let me get you over here, and you can see it goes all the way down. Cannot see very well, but it goes all the way across. Ends up, let's see if I can get over here. I was half thinking about doing that walk today, but if it stays as nasty and cloudy as it is right now, that's not going to happen. Let's see what happens when we flip. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. So it goes clear down. There's another dock over there. So it is another cloudy, cold, wet day. It's raining out there, I can tell. It does not sound like a lot of fun. See those boats down there? I guess there's just one now. I'm going to zoom into him a little bit. Right there. That's a whale watching boat. There was another one that just left a moment ago. But yeah, I'm thinking staying on board here sounds like a much better idea. There is a really nice little tram, skyway tram type thing. There's some people braving it though. And it was, last time I was here, it was free, and it just took you from like the lower section of shops to the upper section of shops. There was a little different view, but not a whole lot. So yeah, I'm gonna throw in the pictures and videos that I took it was only a couple months ago, so everything's pretty much the same. And that's what we're gonna do this morning for Icy Point Straight. See you soon. Okay, I wanted you to see this. The observation room that I'm always talking about, you see those two outcroppings with the windows? The darker one on the top is where we sit all the time. That's the observation room. And right below it, where the windows aren't as dark, that's the captain's bridge. So that shows you what an amazing seat we have. So awesome. had no idea there'd be so many starfish. Look at that, they're just everywhere. And then they've got these darling little tables out here where you can sit and eat your delicious crab. Let's go inside and see what they have. So it's a little bar. They've got something on tap over there. Looks like Bloody Marys, I'll betcha. Look at the decor. So cute. So cute. Let's go see if we can find a menu. Wow. Reindeer chili. I forgot to tell you there was going to be some whales in here too. We were sitting in a lounge and just outside the window we saw all these whales jumping around. Fantastic. And dessert. Chocolate eclair, banana souffle, and Snickers cake. All mine. Okay, this is it, the end of day 6 on Icy Point Straight. Icy Point Straight is a very small island. It is tradition. They have a lot of traditional Alaska Indian things. They have some tribal dance type stuff. They have some food things. They have a salmon bake, that kind of stuff. They also have the zip lines, and they have whale watching tours, and I think there was some natural tours as well. They have several hiking trails that you're not allowed to go out on alone. You have to have a guide with you because there are so many bears on the island. Did not hear of anybody seeing bears. They did see fresh bear scat, so they were absolutely there. The whale watching tours went quite well. Apparently there is a fish hatchery on the other side of the island, and so the whales hang out over there sometimes. And that's where the whale watching boats go. And they saw a lot of whales over there yesterday. So that's really cool. Now I kind of half wish I had done that, but nah, it was fine. What else? Food. There are 2 restaurants. One is just like hamburgers, and the other one is a crab place. And people were saying that you could get platters of oysters and oysters on the half shell. And I had heard one gentleman say that he got a not a margarita. What are the red drinks that you get in the morning? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I can't remember it. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
He got a Bloody Mary with a crab leg in it. That sounds horrible to me, but he was thrilled. He absolutely loved it. So, to each his own. I'm glad they had some wonderful choices for him. I did go on the island for a few minutes and tried to get internet, could not get any internet access, no internet access. So today's video I'm not sure when it's going to come out. It'll come out when it comes out. I'll get it all ready to go and see when we can get access. So you may get several of them at one time. We did not do a whole lot on the ship. There were not a lot of activities. There was a lot of trivia, but that was about it. And I'm not good at trivia because, as you can tell, I can't remember anything. So don't do much of the trivias. They had an origami where we folded up and made a little hat. That was fun. And they do something like that every day as well. The show today was a juggler. He was very good. He was funny. And so his act wasn't, it's juggling, not super fantastically amazing, but his show was quite good. I laughed through the whole thing and just really enjoyed my time in with the juggler. Dinner tonight, we went to the main dining room. Mr. had a seafood paella. He said it was quite good. He ate all the seafood out of it, and that was about all he could handle. And he's had a lot of seafood on this trip, which, Hawaii, not surprising. But he has enjoyed it a lot. And so I just had a steak. Nothing on the menu looked overly exciting. A steak sounded good, and it was way overcooked. So I ate a few bites of it. It was enough. I ate about half of it, and the sides were quite good that went with it. They had a French onion soup that was very, very good. In fact, I wish I'd had just 2 or 3 bowls of the French onion soup and called it good. And the desserts. It's so funny because some nights I'll get that dessert list, and I like my desserts. Some nights I'll get that dessert list and I will see 1 thing on there, maybe 2. I wanted everything on that dessert list. So I picked my top 3 and I showed you guys, and it was the eclair, the banana souffle, and a Snickers cake. The eclairs were great. Very well done, nice and chilled, lots of gooey filling. The Snickers cake was okay. It had nice flavor, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. If I had just had that presented to me and ate it, I would have thought it was fabulous. The banana souffle was amazing, and it had a bourbon caramel sauce that you poured over the top of it. I dipped it because I didn't want it soaked in the sauce. I wanted to taste the banana. It was so good. That was pretty close to one of the best things we've had. I think I say that every day. Oh, this is the best thing we had on the ship. It seems like every day there's one thing that stands out, and so it was that banana souffle. So that's it for Alaska. We pulled out, and we are now headed to Hawaii. We have, I think it's 6 sea days. Skagway got canceled due to weather, and we could tell we got some of the wind and the rain, so yeah, it wasn't surprising that Skagway did get canceled. And because of the weather, and because there really wasn't a whole lot that I was interested in doing on Icy Point Straight, I am including on this video some footage and photos from the last time I was here, because I didn't get to show that to you guys. And there's some very, very nice pictures, some beautiful water scenes and starfish, gorgeous starfish. I got some pictures of that crab. There's some pictures that are a little strange in there, and it is the cannery. It used to be a working salmon cannery, and so they have set up little scenes of what it was like before, and so I've included those as well. And I think that's sort of kind of it. So that's it. That's the end of day 6. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and off to Hawaii in the morning. We've really enjoyed our time in Alaska. We've seen some gorgeously beautiful. Oh, I did see an eagle today, so there's a couple pictures in there of that for you as well. In fact, my eagle, when I was looking back at my pictures, I had eagle pictures from before, but I think today's eagle pictures are better. So we really enjoyed our time in Alaska. It was gorgeous and beautiful. Getting to see the glaciers was fantastic. The high point of the Alaska part of the trip. Not sure what the high point of the Hawaii part of the trip will be, but we really enjoyed our time here. Thank you so very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.